to our Zoom meeting tonight. Great, great. I'm happy to see you guys. It's in Dubai. It's like I think 8 o'clock in the evening, but in India it's like is it 8:30? And in other countries, obviously, we have a different timings right now. But I'm happy to say good morning, because in our business, it's sparkling like a diamond. Let's give a round of applause. We are all diamond and claiming that all of us will become a diamond. Great, great. Let me, before we're going further, let me introduce myself as your host tonight. I'm Mylene Eusebio. I've just started as a simple distributor, and I'm grateful and very happy that I've reached the second platinum of Dubai team. I'm so happy, very happy for that. And I'm very happy to welcome you all to MAG-HYV new distributor orientation for tonight. I'm glad to see you all of you giving your precious time to join, and we are very excited to learn and hear more about our presenter for tonight. He was a very awesome, a very great, and a very hardworking, dedicated man who leads the Dubai leading diamonds in the future. Our very own Superman, a platinum star. Let's give him a round of applause, Mr. Anand Bharti. Thank you.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much, Miss Miley, for such a wonderful edification. That's what we are looking forward for, and working 24 by 7 to make it. But it all starts from the visualization, the vision we have of the MAG-HYV touching 1 million people's lives, and we will do it not very far. So the first step is the hardest one, which we have already gone through. So we are into the process. Thank you so much again. Let me introduce myself. My name is still the same, Anand Bharti, not changed yet. And a very warm welcome to all of you. Have taken out your precious time joining this training. This is for not the prospects, because if you bring prospects into this training, they will not understand anything, because this is not a planned show. This is what we are trying to do is we are trying to show the how part, the next how part for everyone who have joined the business. Now, I will not say new joiners, because even people who have been in the business for last 2 months, 3 months, if you have not done anything so far, so this is the moment. I'm just trying to make you willing to learn. I'm not going to teach you things, but I'm going to make you willing to learn how to do it. So I will share my slide. I will take 10 to 15 minutes max. Finish this up. But let's pay attention. Uh, Complete attention without any distraction. We can probably mute the phones. Let's pay attention and understand this one. This is going to be very serious. When I say very serious, it's going to be very serious. And if we miss on this part, all the action part is going to be damaged. So let's pay attention on this one and understand what is the importance of all these trainings and the MD or new distributors orientation. Why is it so important, right? And that will be covered in the slides I'm going to take you through. So thank you so much again for bearing with me. I'm going to share the slides and we'll go from there. Give me a second, please. All right, so here comes the first slide that says new distributor orientation. So, meaning when you join a job, you sign the offer letter, they call you and they give you the orientation like what time you have to come and what time you can take breaks. All those introduction part they do when you join a job. So, this also goes in a similar way. So, once you have joined the business, no matter you have been 2 months, 3 months, or 2 days, or one day, but this is a very essential and important part of the business to start with new distributor orientation. Now, this slide again has already been explained by Mr. Ajo. I just want to take the same slide, but I will be putting in my own words and my own stories, and way of explanation may be a little different. So, network marketing is not a lottery ticket. Network marketing is a career choice. So, what it means is majority of the people join the business assuming that okay, fine, let me just join the business and see what happens in the next 2 months. They may come back to you and say, you know what, I mean, I joined the business 2 months back, and how much I have earned. So if you are an active business builder, you know in and out, you feel like just smiling or laughing at that person. But I hope we understand this network marketing. This is being taken as a career by many people now. If you look in our business, even in Dubai. So I will not go back to India to give you the example. Even in Dubai, so many people have started taking this as a career, and it's the I would say the live example you have in front of you, the guy who's speaking to you right now. I have taken it. I have made a choice. Now there are many people who are making it. Mr. Lalit from Sri Lanka, Mr. Jovi, Mr. Aju. There are so many people coming up as a full timers. So they are going to make this as a career, and you know what kind of lifestyle the successful network marketing people, those who are building this business, they live. This is a very important part of network marketing business. Any company you join, they will show you the four quadrant. It's a four quadrant which has been introduced by Robert T. Kiyosaki. He is one of the world's renowned author and business consultant. And he introduced this cash flow quadrant, stating that there are four legal ways to earn income in the world. So there are four legal ways to earn income in the world. There are no other ways to earn income except these four legal ways. And the other ways are all, I mean, you can steal and be a robber, I mean, do anything. So that's not the legal way. So the first quadrant, when we see, it says 100% times 1 is equal to income, meaning you you do the job and then you earn an income. So meaning that's a job quadrant where you go to job, you work, and that's when you get paid. So the entire income that you make once in a month as a salary is based on your effort alone. So if you don't go for a week or 15 days in a month, you know you're going to be paid only for the number of days you have worked. Now, that is completely the income, which is very dangerous. It is coming from the job. The second one is self-employed. So S quadrant is a self-employed, meaning you may have a shop, you may be a surgeon, you may be a lawyer. Now, there the only leverage you have, or the only flexibility you have, is to somehow choose your own time when to work. Maybe if you have a shop, or if you are a shop owner, you can choose to open your shop maybe at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or even 10 o'clock. That's your choice. No one is going to tell you, no, you have to open at this time. That's only the choice you can make. Rest everything goes same like the E quadrant, which is employee quadrant, because here you are self-employed. You are employee of yourself. So you work, as long as you work, you get the money. So the income is based again on your single person's effort. There is no leverage. Now in the third quadrant, we see it's a B quadrant, where you may have like number of employees, and these employees are working on your system. So if you are a businessman, you have created a system, and there are some people who are working on that system. from 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, whatever they are working, from their effort, you are making an income, and from that income, you are giving them or paying them as a salary. So that means in this category, B quadrant, even if you don't go to office or even your physical presence is not there, still on the system people are working and you still make money because you have already created a system and on that system people are working. So your physical presence may not be required to for you to earn income. Now, once you have a cash flow, it's easy to move to the I quadrant, which is investor quadrant, because investor quadrant is what? Once you have a cash flow, you buy a building, put in the real estate, and you start getting the rental income. So your money, the one you have put, your money is actually working for you to create your income. So these are the four cash quadrants, and with this, what we are trying to do is we are trying to move from left two quadrants to the right quadrants. And how this is done? If you have seen the business plan, we clearly say it's a zero capital investment business. Some people say, well, you have to invest 9,000 rupees. Sorry, I'm in Dubai. 500 dirhams or maybe 100 dirhams. That's not an investment. No, 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 no. That is your basic essential expenditure, which you are going to make in any other supermarket or grocery, any which way. You cannot live without that expenses, whatever it takes. So you have to go with for that expenses. So why not to change your shop, put that money here, not put, I mean, basically buy the product, start your business. So you're changing the shop to start a business here. That's why we call zero capital investment business. Now, it's not a zero investment business because this business requires little bit of your time and your effort. So your time and effort is invested in this business, which has a guaranteed return. Your return in this business is not based on the market performance, it is based on your performance, which is a guaranteed return. So that's why when we learn the business and we implement it, it works. So let's go to the next slide. It says era of industries. We can take a look. See, from 1960 to 70, it was the era of plastics. Then we moved to the automobile, fast food, insurance, information technology. Then the era came from 2010 to 2020, network marketing, and still going on, wellness industry. So these are all the era. I mean, the current era is the era where it's the right time for us to build a business. Now, this slide is I have seen these posters in Facebook and many other places. This is a self-explanatory poster, basically, and it says training is the most important part for growing your business. I'm not sure how many people. Just take a let me take a look. How many people are here in the training now? 60. 16. Imagine. Check your genealogy. How many people are there in your genealogy, in your team, and how many people you have in the training. So this determines the level or the strength of your business. How many people are attending the training? How many people are learning? And therefore, how many people are going to sustain and walk or be there on top of the water, and how many of them are going to sink? So this is self-explanatory. I don't have to explain much on this. Here comes the success wheel. Now we are in the process, so I can visualize, I have a vision, I can see that we are going to make it. And with that, first, number one comes the learning. So through the learning process, what we do is, first thing we do is there are certain basic things which is required in everything you want to do. So let's say, for example, you want to build a house. The first thing you need to do is you have to build the foundation. So you have to dig and build the foundation strong so that on that you can build a wall. In the same way, there are certain basic requirements to build this business. That's number one is dream list. If the dream list is bigger and stronger, then Based on your dream list, you will have your contact list ready, name list ready. So if you have a name list of 100 people, that, I mean, anyone seeing that 100 list of people can determine, okay, how big your dream is. If your dream is really big, your list will be maybe 1,000 people or maybe 2,000 people. So dream list, next comes the contact list, the name list. Then we learn to start doing the invitation. What we do invitation is, we have our phones, we have WhatsApp, Messenger, so many social media application to connect with people. So this phone is not made, or you even to make phone calls, so you would not call people and explain them the business plan. It says invitation. The third one, see, doesn't say explanation or presentation. It clearly says invitation. So phone is made.
Kasi pati itong pagkain dapat naka-charge
Sorry, there
sa
is a
ani,
distraction.
dito
The
sa
phone is made to invite people on the table or on Zoom, virtual, and then explain them. Because we need to prepare them so that they are at least ready to invest 30 minutes to 40 minutes, so that they can listen properly, understand, and then they can make a decision. It is not our decision, it is their decision. So third one is invitation. We can use all the tools we have to invite people. Fourth one is presentation. So once we have done the invitation part, we have invited someone, he is prepared mentally to know what we are going to tell them. That's when we do the presentation. So in presentation, we give them complete and correct information. Complete and correct information will help them make a healthy decision. So it may be yes, it may be no. What if someone makes unhealthy decision saying yes? He is going to destroy your time, he is going to destroy his time. It's a waste of time. So better we get no, honest no from someone, instead of just getting waste yes. So that's why I always say, let's give complete and correct information. Let the other person make a decision based on the complete and correct information. Fifth one, we do the follow-up, because at times people we show the plan, and maybe they don't have the money, or they are not able to immediately register and make the purchase and get onto the system. So the follow-up time frame is within 24 hours. It's a warm time. Then after 24 hours, what happens? The prospect, you have shown the plan, it gradually starts becoming colder. So when you contact someone after 24 hours, he somehow lost the connectivity. All the effort you have put in showing the presentation, it's somehow gone down. So therefore, we focus to follow up within 24 hours, and check and see, well, how can I help you? Since you said that, okay, fine, we will do it, or you will register. So what is that I can do for you to help you get started? So that's how you do the follow up. Then recruitment. Now if he is ready, then you sign him up, do the recruitment, and then you prepare him for the NDO, which is we are into now. So this is the NDO part. We explain what next we do. So this is the success wheel for the network marketing industry or business we are into. So again, the first one that I already explained, it's a dream list. We have to make the fulfill the first criteria. The basic foundation is the dream list. I'm not sure how many of us out of 16 or 18 people here have already made the dream list. Unless we don't have the dream list, I bet you on that, it is not going to drive you. It is not going to, make you push yourself to wake up from the bed, take the phone call, and call someone. If you have the dream list in front of you, at least looking at it thrice a day, morning, noon, night, take a look on that. It is going to bring the fire inside you to even call someone anytime. Even if you're not feeling well, it will push you to do the things that you don't want, because that is what we are working for. Now, so once we make the dream list, now see, there have been, all the successful people, if you see in the world, they started from the dream. They started from the dream. It was not random, because everyone's interview and the biography, if you have read, if you have gone through, they always said, this is what I dreamt first, and then I started working on it. So everything begins with a dream. It's not the dream that you sleep and then you dream. It's a dream that doesn't let you sleep actually. So it's your dream that is going to push you to get success. You should know where you are going. So again, I mean, your target, your dream, you work on it to put a timeline, your date, and convert it into goal. So when you put a date on your dreams, it becomes your goal, and when it becomes your goal, you know by what time what needs to be achieved, and how to break it into, if it is for 2 years, how to break it into months, how to break it into weeks, how to break it into days, and you can also break it into hours. And it becomes like small pieces, easy to just do it. Now, very important, again, your dream list can become the part of why are you in this business. So the why is a very strong word. It's a very strong word. If the why is not strong and emotional, it's very difficult to grow in this business, because a lot of rejections we will face, which will turn us down if our why is not strong enough. This is a wonderful platform, and we have a right business which has been running successfully. So all of us have already been through those slides and business presentations where we have seen some successful people. If you have been attending the Zoom meetings, you have already met some successful people who have made it in this business. These are live examples, no more test and trial period. These are live examples which says that if we pay what they have paid, we will definitely get or achieve what they have achieved. So we have examples already. Set SMART goals, meaning very beautifully explained here into abbreviations of SMART. It has to be like S says that the goal should be very specific. What exactly are you trying to achieve? That description should be very much crystal clear. For example, if you're willing to, if you're dreaming to buy a car after 1.5 year, 2 year, so that color specification, the wheels, the model, and the segments, everything should be so specific, crystal clear, that's when it is called specific. The goal should be specific, and it becomes easy to achieve. Should be measurable, meaning you have to have the date by when. Optionable, is it genuinely possible? So now, I mean, don't dream that in the next 2 years I'm going to reach the moon, unless you have those resources, or unless you can work on those resources. It should be relevant, right? Because people may have weird dreams, so the dream should be relevant. It should be now when you want to achieve this by. So again, as I said, it has to be bounded with a time limit, so we have to put a time on it. Contact list based on the dream list, and the size of the dream, we have to have our contact list. So if you have 100, as I said, if you have a contact list of 100 people, that means according to 100 contact list, that's what the size of your dream is. If your contact list is for 1,000 people, 1,000 name list, that means your dream list may be really big. So that's how we identify. Now, how to write the name list or the contact list, because all of a sudden when you write, take a pen and your notebook to write the name list, suddenly the names of the people doesn't pop up, doesn't come in the mind. We tend to miss a lot of important, and the people who really want to contact, we miss them. So the abbreviation of friends explains and helps us to recall them. So when we talk about friends and family, we can know, okay, who are the friends and families. We can put the names first. Then we think about with the R, the relatives. With the I, okay, the institutions we have studied or we have been to. the employees, the company we are working with, or maybe we have worked with, our neighbors, doctors, or any other strangers. So these are like the helping tips that can help us in building the list bigger. Otherwise, without this, if you just take a pen and notebook and start writing the name list, maybe you will get exhausted with 20 or 25 names. Invitation, I guess I've already explained how to invite. The phone call is made meant to invite people, not to explain the plan or not to show the plan. Um, Now, it's very important that when we invite people and when we make people join in our team, it is also important to let them know that these trainings and meetings and webinars are very important to stay connected, and that will help them stay in the business and also help them grow in the business. Because if someone is not connected, they will disappear for sure. Presentation, I mean, the presentation should be very effective. uh, like, if you are not in a mood, or if you are not really prepared to do the presentation, it's better not to do the presentation, because the ineffective presentation will spoil the prospect. I have experienced it. I'm telling my real time experience. So when the presentation is not effective, we tend to spoil the prospect. Instead, you postpone that, you cancel that, reschedule it, but don't do the presentation if you are not properly prepared. If you know that your presentation is not going to be effective, so presentation has to be very effective. And this says, don't tell what you have, tell them what they want. So meaning, we do little profiling of the prospects. So that means, if we are going to sit with a prospect, so we should know little background of that prospect, so that it becomes easy to create the need, so that it becomes easy to talk what exactly they want. Because if that profiling is not done and you don't know where he's coming from, maybe it's not the money he is going to attract it with, and you just try to show the money, it's not going to connect. So we always do little profiling, meaning we try to know little background of the prospect before we show the plan, so it becomes easy to show them what they exactly want. Yeah. Fifth one is follow up. Again, I have already explained a little bit about this follow up, how we do the follow up. 24 hours time barrier. If the 24 hours is exceeding, meaning know that the strength or whatever the energy you have put into give the presentation to the prospect, that it has already started getting cold. So within 24 hours, whatever it takes, you have to call, you have to message, do whatever it takes to follow up with the prospect. Even if you're not feeling well, get up. um, Recruitment. Okay, so that's how we do the recruitment. I mean, sign up, and then we invite the once the prospect is signed up, then we explain him the system. We tell him the importance of NDO. From day one, I mean, every time from my mouth, you will hear 100 times in a day the importance of system. Plug into the system. Plug into the system. We are building this MAG-HYV, one of the strongest support system, one of the strongest support system to build this business. Now, this is going to be open to all. It's not going to be limited to few people. It's going to be open to all. Anybody can get help and support from our system, provided again you have to plug yourself into the system. You will not find people calling you 3 times in a day. Hey, come on, today 8 o'clock we have a Zoom meeting. Come on, join the meeting. No. You have to plug yourself into it, and that's how you can get the help. So if you talk about getting help, you have to stretch your hand, then somebody will pull you up. I mean, if you just sit like this, no one is going to pull you up. So please remember, the meaning of help is you have to stretch your hand for the help. So we are there to help you, provided you're willing to. Win or win, the 7 steps. Okay, 7 reasons why people fail in network marketing. Very important. Take a look on this. It says, don't invest time to learn. Again, We learn through the system, we learn through the trainings, we learn through the coachings. And if we are not willing to invest the time, I mean, anyone who joins the business and not willing to invest time, because initially I tell everyone that if you're joining the business to make it to happen or to build this business, you have to spare at least 2 to 3 hours in a week to start with. You have to. If you don't worry, just buy the product, be a customer, and stay happy. Don't know how to give effective presentation. Now here I would like to emphasize what exactly the effective presentation is. One component is very important in effective presentation. It's not about the skill. It's not about how expert, how knowledgeable you are. No, 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 no. It's all about how much you believe about the plan you are presenting. Because you may be like so expert, you know in and out, your knowledge is at a high level, everything is full. But if you don't have belief, the effectiveness will not be there, because you will not be able to connect with the prospect. And connecting with the prospect is very important, because that's how you can make the prospect feel what you are feeling. Because people, they connect with your feeling, and when they once they connect with your feeling, they start looking at with the same perspective, the perspective you have about the concept or about the business plan. So that's why it's very important that you believe on the plan. You are very much convinced. Sometimes I show a plan and people say, well, then I have to convince people to bring in this business, and I laugh at them. I said, it's not that you have to convince people, you have to get convinced first. Understand this. Check and see if this is something for you, you want to do it, if this can change your life. Agree to this, accept it, believe it, and then it's going to be easy for you to explain to anyone. They will connect with your feelings, and if they connect with your feelings, they will just come in the business. Don't have doubt, again, part of belief. Don't take business seriously. Some people, they join the business and um, they will do the business once in a month. So they may just show up to the person who has brought them in the business, and say that, you know what, well, I tried last month, I met 10 people, and 10 of them, they said no. What did you tell them? They don't even know what did they tell them. So please understand, know what you are telling. So these people are not serious people. Don't have a vision. Okay, it's not about what you see only. It's all about the vision. So what vision you have? So vision meaning we visualize something which does not exist, and we work onto it to achieve it. So people, those who don't have a strong vision, if they cannot see making for themselves, they will not do it. They're like, okay, well, they will do for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and some few weeks they will make some money, few weeks they will bounce, and in the end they will say, you know what, I guess it's not working. They will disappear. Don't have a focus means, again, commitment is very important, because even focus means you have to have a certain commitment, at least half an hour, 15 minutes per day. Stay connected with your business. At least watch some video. If you cannot do anything, if you're busy 24/7 in your job, at least spare 15 to 20 minutes every single day to watch the videos, to learn something. I mean, the information is on the fingertip. You can just open your YouTube or go to the Facebook. There are some live trainings and all are there. Just go and watch, learn something. So stay focused. Uh, and again, if they don't have a vision, meaning they are short-sighted. Now, 7 steps to succeed in network marketing business. It's just the vice versa of what we just learned. So see your goal, understand the obstacles. So understand that there will be obstacle, whatever it takes. because for some people the starting becomes very smooth. They register and they start speaking to people, and people start joining them. Now, what happens? People start joining them, they start earning money. They earn money for 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 weeks, and then that's when sometimes a point comes, it becomes little tough. And then they say, well, looks like the business worked for 4 weeks or 5 weeks, but now this season is not the season for the business to work, because they have not faced the obstacles. The obstacles will come. Write it down. The obstacles will come, and it has to come. It should come. It should come. Shouldn't go smooth. It shouldn't go smooth. Life itself is not smooth. How can we expect the business to grow smooth? Anyway, so we have to be prepared. We have to keep on motivating ourselves every single day. There are so many videos, books. We need to stay connected. Fill this powerhouse, make it more powerful, so that the small obstacles may not stop us. So this powerhouse, we feed this one. This part, we feed it nicely. The upper part, we do all things to look good and to appear nice. But this inside the powerhouse, we don't feed it. And that is the engine to drive us. And we don't feed it. So that feeding this part, with good audiobooks or reading a book or some motivational tapes is very important. We have to do it every morning. I mean, you're driving a car, make sure it's there playing in your car. You go to the washroom in the morning, you don't have time, still play in your phone and just keep it. While you're getting fresh, 30 minutes, just let your subconscious mind get filled up in the morning, because it's fresh. It's like a cushion, so it's ready to just grab whatever it comes first. So we can use that time in the washroom to fill our powerhouse. Create a mental picture, meaning start visualizing things that you want to achieve. Clear your mind of self-doubt. Don't have a doubt. Embrace the challenges. So the challenges are, again, as I said, same like understand the obstacles. So once you understand the obstacles, embrace them. It's okay. Let it come. It is not permanent. It's temporary. You're welcome. It will go away. It's okay. Stay on track. Show the world you can do it. So all these things are going to help the business, build your business. Work until your signature becomes an autograph. I had heard from someone and I really love this one. Thank you so much. I'm done with my presentation. I hope I was able to give you the best way possible, the maximum values in this one. So thank